Welcome back to Modern Stage Comics. I'm Gene.
And I'm Kiyoshi.
Today we're going to be going over Powers of 10, number 5. This will be episode...
10?
Yeah, 10.
10 episodes.
Holy shit. Alright. Spoilers. Spoiler warning. Stay tuned. So, this issue's, it's a little bit more setup. I like the setup. This was like a filler.
Yeah.
But
it did explain a lot of things that we didn't know. Not super important to know, it looks like, but it's cool. It tells you how they got from point A to point B.
Yeah, and I kind of like how the fillers for the series is more like political instead of let's go save cats out of trees.
Yeah.
So we start off with we finally get to see Forge, right?
Yeah, young Forge, because this is year 1 still. I don't know where they are. It looks like they're under the sea. So maybe it's like a Krakoan place that's under the sea or something.
It's that dotted line, man, on that map.
Oh, yeah, it might be lower under the ocean.
Yeah.
But in any case, Professor X is talking to Forge about upgrading Cerebro.
Yeah, about recreating it. Or not recreating it.
Yeah, or just doing a new version of it. So it's gone through different iterations, he says. And it's now... So you know that Professor X has always wanted it to get to this point. Mm-hmm. So now he's finally like, well, I have the technology. We have the technology.
Yes, we do.
Make it better.
Let's make it... Right, and he was pretty much... Professor X was pretty much pitching the idea of creating backups of every living mutant.
Yes.
5 backups.
Yeah, he wanted 5 redundant backups just in case. And it does, in the Hickman panel after it, mention where those places are. One important place, actually, on a side note, is Moira's place. Moira's no place.
Yes.
So... now we're assuming that Moira that's where she's been the whole time, in her own private no place.
So she doesn't die.
Yeah.
Because no one knows what happens when she dies. Does it create an alternate reality?
I assume it's going to reset the timeline anyway, so they'll have lost all the work they've done if she's died this whole during the middle of their plan. So kind of like how Apocalypse kept her in the sarcophagus to protect her because she was dying. So pretty much, I guess, the same thing. So one thing of note before we move on to the next section is I didn't super like the way either they're just drawing him weird, Professor X. His facial features, they make him look more like a villain. I don't know if that was on purpose or they were trying to make him look smart. Like, ooh, like I have a good idea. And
well, I feel like throughout this whole series... I want to say Professor X does seem like he's making villain moves.
It does. But that's like I said, it just looked kind of funny because it's still year 1, right? So he should still be closer to the good Professor X. So next part, go into...
Oh, we go to the Louvre.
Yes.
Right. And we actually, I thought this part was pretty cool. So we get to see Professor X and Magneto recruiting Emma Frost. So they're pretty much, telling her the plan about the drugs and all that stuff.
Yeah. And
how she'll be the sole distributor for 20 years.
Yeah.
What I meant to say was 50 years.
So she's going to be the sole distributor of for 50 years if she follows the plan. She also isn't sure about joining up with them again because she says, how is this different from any other time? So he goes, well, we'll take you to Krakoa to see. So they take her there and she looks at it and she sees the buildings and stuff. She goes, I guess she goes one more time for the children. And as for the children, it's the preview title. So
and then they also tell her that they want Sebastian Shaw in the picture.
Yeah, which she makes a face like she just got rid of him. She took over the
Hellfire Club.
Hellfire Club from under him, so now she runs it. and now they need him again. And
they want him to run like the more of the darker, like the black market.
Yeah, I assume they're talking about selling in the countries that didn't want them to be there. So like the Russia and the anyone that didn't agree with the
Wakanda.
Yeah. Maybe black market in Wakanda.
Maybe they do need those mutant drugs.
See how that chapter ended. So she basically just
let's not forget the council.
Yes.
So Krakoa apparently has this like underground council.
Yes, and they want her and Sebastian Shaw to be on it.
Yep. But Emma Frost was like, I want 3 seats.
Yeah. And then they cut over because you're like, 3. Ooh, so you don't know who it's going to be. But yeah, they show like how the council would form, but they don't say who else is in it, really.
It's all redacted information.
So, I mean, you assume that like Apocalypse is in it, Sinister's in it.
But where would they fall? Winter.
Well, because there's obviously going to be like a war council, right? So it's probably like maybe Apocalypse, Storm, Wolverine.
I don't know. If we go through,
because there's probably an Intelligence, which is probably like Beast. No, they do say what you call too, don't they? Krakoa and
Cypher.
Yeah, Cypher is part of the council as well, so that's our 2 members as well. So,
and we can assume, like you said, Apocalypse and Mr. Sinister. Mm-hmm. And I want to say, from all these previews we've been getting for Marauders and all that, I want to say maybe Kitty Pryde. Yeah, we'll see where it all goes.
Interesting.
It's all interesting.
I mean, they'll probably all die in 2 issues anyway. So
well, I mean, if we're going by the covers, then that's what it looks like.
Yeah, 2 issues left
it's
before
crazy.
the end of the event. Yeah, so one this week, and then next week it's done.
And then after this, we get a little bit of Professor X recruiting the villains.
Yes, so he projects with Cerebro to everywhere.
Yeah.
And he just spreading his message. So, you have a home here.
Yeah, we actually get to see Exodus.
Yes, and Omega Red.
Mm-hmm. And we also get to see Namor.
Yeah, this scene was really cool.
Yeah.
So it really... This panel is, I think, probably the most important in the comic for me.
Yeah.
Because it goes into Namor knows what Professor X's mentality is right now. Professor X feels that he is superior to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So why should he, also being superior, go under him? He thinks that him inviting Namor is like a false invite.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like,
come
back to me. Yeah.
Or like a undermine.
Yeah. So he's like, leave me and come back when you really mean it.
Yeah.
So Professor X just leaves him. But I mean, he already has his own kingdom and everything anyway. So
yeah, he's already top dog where he's at.
Yeah.
So after that, we go back to I don't know where they're going with this X to the 3rd power.
It seems, it's just information after information. They're just adding more stuff onto it. I'm sure it's gonna matter either in the last issue or the stuff that's gonna happen after. Like, this is important. It has to be.
There's one issue left. Most of the X to the 3rd power. Well, I mean, not most. All of X to the 3rd power happens in Powers. There's one more issue of Powers. And it's like, where are they going with this?
Yeah. Unless the Phalanx are going to attack Earth instead of Sentinels because the Sentinels aren't around?
I know. So, from what I got from the conversation between Nimrod and the Librarian, they were talking about how the Phalanx pretty much consume
everything.
So they want ascension or whatever, but then I guess ascension means to be eaten, which I don't know, I feel it's kind of like
and then they go into like travel through black holes, the theory that all black holes are interconnected, and
and then they go through more of those. We get more societies.
Yeah. Right now, it doesn't seem like it's super important, but I'm Sure, it will be. I just don't know what the payoff is yet.
Yeah. I'm sure it has to do with these societies. It has to be something.
Yeah. Like I think along the lines of that, there was a mole from them that gets planted. But I just don't know what.
Or something. After that, so we get our little preview. Mm-hmm. Well, first we get that little quote from Namor.
Yeah.
Namor. How do you pronounce it?
I usually say Namor.
From Namor. When you see me again, understand what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like either they'll be enemies or allies.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so if he sides with humans or if he sides with...
Yeah.
Well, because if mutants are trying to world dominate... Because the only Atlantean that's a mutant is Namor.
Yeah.
Because he's not really an Atlantean?
No. He's a mutant.
That rules
Atlantis.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, then we get the previews for the next issues.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid or ashamed of what I am.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of what I am.
And then the preview thing looks like they're going to war or something. And then
the final is House of X.
Yeah. Which the preview for that, everyone's dead.
Yeah, if you look at the cover, everyone's dead and Moira's just standing above them.
So you don't know if they failed. Which probably Nimrod's going to show up.
Blow everyone up.
But I don't know how Nimrod is going to come over by himself. Because everybody's there right now. So I'm sure that right now, with everyone there, they could take Nimrod.
Oh, I think so. I mean, they might lose a couple people.
Yeah, because they have all the Omegas there right now.
They'll bring the 5, they'll hold hands, and they'll bring them back to life.
What if he kills the 5? Can't kill the 5.
No, they're going to have to grow them the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen. This might be the point where they reboot. And we'll see. Well, that's pretty much it. Short episode this week. Yeah.
Almost to the end.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah.
This week and next week, so.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Look forward to it. Give us a comment. Let us know what you thought of this issue. Cats, heroes saving cats from trees, or what's up?
Yeah, I'm most interested to know what your speculations for, like, the year 1000 are, or...
Yeah, please, if someone gets it, like, I don't know, the whole year 1000, it's just, they're, like, revealing stuff, and then they reveal more stuff that's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll get it, probably. Well, yeah, so, again, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And that, see you next time.
Have a wonderful day.